The Gator XL is made up of two distinct parts, the green water motor section and the white chemical pump section. The Gator is designed so that no chemicals get into the water motor section and cause excessive wear. Water flowing through the water motor section drives the motor piston that is mechanically connected to the chemical pump by the motor pump connector stem, creating a positive displacement. As water is flowing, chemical is then drawn up from the chemical container by the chemical pump, bypasses around the water motor section through the pressure tube, and mixes with the water in the large 2-inch pipe mixing chamber at the outlet of the water motor. The Gator is constructed in modular form so that each component can be easily replaced. The water motor section consists of the external green casing and caps and the internal intake exhaust valve module and the motor piston module. Note the rugged construction of the casing. The water flowing into the inlet is alternately directed by the intake exhaust valve module from the top to the bottom side of the motor driving piston, creating an up and down action. The valve module is activated by the tension bands to redirect the water flow at the top and bottom of each stroke of the piston. This redirection is the snapping sound that is heard when water is flowing. These tension spring bands are 50% heavier than on other medicators, and they run on roller bearings to reduce wear. Instead of rubbing against the outer casing, the long-stroke Gator motor piston slides in a replaceable cylinder sleeve. In addition, the motor piston has soft, resilient sealing rings to minimize any scratching from abrasives in the flowing water. The two O-ring seals on the motor pump connector stem keep the chemical in the pump section separate from the water in the motor section. The chemical pump module is a replaceable cartridge to make it easy to replace when the harsh chemicals wear it out. The pump quick clip piston is made to be easily removed and replaced by snapping onto the connector stem when the harsh chemicals wear it out. The pump piston runs in a separate sleeve cylinder in the cartridge that can be easily replaced when it gets scratched by abrasive chemicals. The check valve in the base of the chemical pump cartridge keeps chemical from flowing back into the chemical container and is easily accessible for cleaning and replacement. The ratio of the size of the motor piston to the size of the pump piston is fixed so that the ratio of the amount of chemical pumped to the amount of water flowing is always the same and always accurate. The ratio is fixed for convenience, safety, and accuracy. No adjustments need to be made on the unit. Other chemical ratios can be obtained by adjusting the strength of the chemical in the container. Adjusting the chemical strength in the container is more convenient than making an adjustment on the unit itself because the unit cannot always be installed in an easily accessible location, and at times the visibility of an adjustment may be obscured. Adjusting the chemical strength in a container is safer than making an adjustment on the unit because it is easy for an operator to forget to make the adjustment when changing chemicals, or the adjustment can be inadvertently set wrong. Adjusting the chemical strength in the container is more accurate than making an adjustment on the unit because a small error in setting the adjustment can result in a significant error in the amount of chemical being added.